Hello, this is Patrick O'Brien. I am a general counselor at Palomar College, and we'll be talking about how to use the CSU GE Advising Guide. Completion of this guide prior to transfer is usually one of the more efficient ways to successfully transfer to a CSU. If you met with a Palomar College counselor, this is the blue sheet you would have received if you plan to transfer to one of the 23 state universities, including San Marcos and San Diego State. You can find general counseling in the Student Services Center or the SSC building. This pattern can also be used to complete your general education requirements for your associate degree. But let's talk a little bit more about transfer. Usually you need 60 transferable units in order to be accepted into the CSUs. Most of these classes will be general education classes. Included with that will be major prep classes and additional classes if needed to reach the 60 transferable units. If you need more information regarding major prep classes, you can go to the assist.org website, and that will tell you more about what are the major requirements for different majors for different colleges. But today we're going to mainly focus on the CSU GE pattern. So we're going to go to the Palomar website at palomar.edu, and then we're going to go to counseling, where you have lots of information, but we're going to focus on planning your pathway. Under General Education link, you will see hyperlinks for the AA degree, the CSU General Ed requirements, and the IGETSI, which can be used for UC or CSU. But today, we're mainly focusing on the CSU GE Advising Guide. The majority of transfer students enter as upper division transfers. Most CSU campuses do not accept lower division transfers, so be sure to check with the campus you intend to apply to if you're considering transferring as a lower division student. You are considered an upper division transfer applicant if you completed at least 60 semester units or received an AA transfer or an AS transfer degree before applying to transfer to the CSU. You will also need a minimum of 30 units of lower division general education semester units to transfer, and a minimum of 39 semester units, general ed units, to graduate from the four-year college. Those 30 units must include what we call the Golden Four, and that is oral communication, written communication, critical thinking, and math and quantitative reasoning. And usually these need to be done by the end of spring before you transfer in the fall. Let's go over each section now. Under Area A, the English Language and Communication and Critical Thinking, all students are required to complete oral communication. Speech 100 is our only class that takes care of that. Under Area A2, we have written communication, English 100. The prerequisite to English 100 is English 50. Under Area A3, critical thinking, you may take any one of these classes in order to fulfill this requirement. So you have English classes, philosophy classes, you have a reading class, and a speech class. Under Area B, you will find your scientific inquiry and quantitative reasoning classes. You must take at least 9 semester units. 3 of the units must be from the physical science, 3 of them from life science, and 1 of them should have a lab. You will notice that certain classes like Biology 100 have a lab included with them already. Otherwise, they'll say Biology 101, which is lecture only, and 101L. On this sheet here with the hyperlinks, you cannot tell which ones are underlined to tell you which ones are have labs included. You also must complete Area B for a transferable math. Usually there are a number of classes that are prerequisites, such as Math 54 or Math 60 as prerequisites for these math classes. Moving down to Area C, you're required to take at least 3 classes for 9 semester units. One from Area C1, the Arts, one from Area C2, the Humanities, and then an additional one from either C1 or C2. If your school has a foreign language competency, which usually means completing the 3rd semester of a foreign language, many students will take a foreign language to fulfill their humanities. At Cal State San Marcos, foreign language competency is required for all majors. Moving down to Area D, Social Sciences. You need to take at least 9 semester units, 3 courses from at least 2 different disciplines. So you can't take all Psych 100 Psych classes. But I already know that 2 of the classes you're going to be taking are down here under the CSU requirement in U.S. History, Constitution, and American Ideals. You do not need this to transfer, but you do need these classes, this requirement, to graduate from a California State University. And the good news about this is you're allowed to take these 2 classes, these pair of classes, and use them to fulfill 2 classes from Area D, Social Sciences. So someone could take History 101 and 102 and use them up here. And then the student would only need to take 1 more class from here, usually sometimes from their major. Under Area E, Lifelong Learning and Self-Development, you only need to take 3 semester units, which is usually 1 class. A lot of students may take Health 100 because that's required for many of our associate degrees, but you may take any other classes to fulfill Area E if you're not worried about the associate degree. Just remember that if you have military service with a minimum of 3 units, you could also fulfill this requirement. That is all for the CSU GE pattern. If you have any other questions, please make an appointment with a counselor. The phone number there is 760-891-7511, or just go to our website to find out more information.